There are crimes that don't make headlines, sins that aren't written in law books. They're quiet, subtle, almost invisible, and yet they are the termites that hollow out kingdoms, armies, businesses, even families. They don't need swords. They don't need riots. They only need your tolerance. The moment you let one slip, the moment you excuse one betrayal, the moment you laugh off one public insult, you have already signed your own death warrant. Machiavelli understood something most leaders never grasp until it's too late. Power doesn't collapse in a single blow. It erodes, piece by piece, by betrayal, by cowardice, by flattery, by the poisons you refuse to confront. Today, we are going to uncover 7 of those poisons. 7 behaviors Machiavelli warned you must never, under any circumstances, tolerate. If you lead, if you build, if you fight to hold what is yours, hear this to the end. Because your survival does not depend on strength alone. It depends on knowing what cannot be forgiven. Betrayal in crisis. Loyalty is cheap when skies are clear. Anyone can pledge themselves when wine is flowing and victories are easy. But when storms roll in, when your power shakes, when fire spreads and blood is spilled, that is when loyalty is measured. The ones who vanish when you fall, then return when you rise, are not allies. They are opportunists. And the silence they offered in your darkest hour speaks louder than their excuses when they come crawling back. Machiavelli's rule: the man who abandons you once will abandon you again. And every time you forgive such betrayal, you don't just weaken yourself. You teach everyone else that loyalty has no consequence. 2. Cowardice in leadership. The quickest way to ruin an empire is not through enemies, but through leaders who fear their own power. Cowardice doesn't always shake hands or tremble voices. It hides behind ethics, deliberation, more discussion. But in truth, it is fear of acting, fear of taking the risk when the moment demands it. Hesitation in a leader spreads like a plague. An army doesn't fear the enemy. It fears a commander who won't decide. Machiavelli's law: better to act boldly and fail than to hesitate and let rot consume from within. 3. Flattery disguised as loyalty. The sweetest poison in all of power is not hatred, it is flattery. Enemies sharpen you. Flatterers seduce you into blindness. They don't serve you, they serve their access to you, and once you begin to crave their soft words, you stop hearing the hard truths that keep you alive. A loyal ally will sometimes wound your pride. A flatterer will let you die with a smile on his lips. Or, public defiance power survives on illusion. The illusion that you are untouchable. Break that illusion in public and the crowd smells blood. It doesn't take a rebellion. It only takes one man laughing at your command in the open. One challenge unpunished. One precedent. If you tolerate public defiance, you give every opportunist a script. If he could question you, why can't I? Machiavelli's rule: rebellion doesn't begin with swords. It begins with whispers. 5. Ingratitude. After mercy, few things rot power faster than ingratitude. When you raise a man, when you protect him, when you grant him mercy, and he spits on it, you have birthed your own executioner. The ungrateful do not see gifts as bonds. They see them as weaknesses. They believe what you gave was owed, and what you withheld is proof you failed them. Machiavelli's warning: to forgive ingratitude once is to invite treason forever. 6. Ambition without loyalty. Ambition is fire. In the right man, it builds empires. But in the wrong one, without loyalty, it becomes a blade at your throat. The ambitious opportunist will never oppose you openly. He will wait, watch, record every weakness. And when your throne trembles, he steps forward as the solution. Never let such men roam free. Bind them to you with chains of interest, or destroy them before they rise against you. 7. Morality as a weapon. This is the most dangerous poison of all. The sanctimonious man who wraps his ambition in virtue, who preaches about compassion, justice, ethics, not to improve the world, but to make you look corrupt. Real morality is silent. Fake morality needs an audience. When they call you heartless, cold, tyrannical, what they want is not justice. They want your throne. And if you answer, you look guilty. If you ignore them, you look cruel. That's the trap. Machiavelli's rule: never let morality become the rope that strangles your authority. These are the 7 behaviors Machiavelli said you must never tolerate: betrayal in crisis, cowardice in leadership, flattery disguised as loyalty, public defiance, ingratitude after mercy, ambition without loyalty, morality weaponized against you. They are not loud, they are not obvious, but they will hollow you out until all that is left is a throne with no power, a crown with no respect, and a leader surrounded by smiling traitors. Remember this: power doesn't fall in one night. It decays in silence, because you tolerated what you should have destroyed. Thank you for watching.